hello there, YouTube. I'm in Toledo. There's my answer. I can't make it here and still have sunset. Those days are done, I'm afraid. But I had another problem, and it's a good thing my iPad is cellular. Also, because I hit Siri to see what time the sunset was with my Cena headset. Well, Siri doesn't answer. I hit the button again. It's just like my phone's turned off. I reach in my pocket. My iPhone is not there. I left my iPhone sitting on the work counter. God, and I felt like I was forgetting something. And I even looked over at the counter as I was driving away. But the way it's laying face down, I couldn't see it. So, I don't, my Google and, you know, I've got a lot of my phone numbers because I've used iOS for so long that are only in iOS. And they're not in my Google contacts. So, because the way iOS shares everything, you just need to log in as you, and which, you know, my iPad automatically is. So I had to send him a text from the side of the road. I probably look like a moron sitting there on the side of the road typing on a big old iPad. But hopefully I called him before he left. So I left that sucker sitting there plain as day. God damn. That's so irritating. Man. I think the store is open till 7, so I may have to call, and I'll look when I get home and see if he responded back. If not, I'll call, have the cashier or something go run back there and grab it. Because we have, you know, shit, customers can walk back there, everything else. That'd be horrible. I guess I should have did a quick find my iPhone there too as well, huh? Man, I'm literally going to take you back in the dark, but I'm hoping there'll be a little glimpse here somewhere. Sunset somewhere. There's a pickup truck back there down in the woods. He must be out there casing his fields. Ah, that drives me nuts when you do something like that. And what a horrifying thing to lose an expensive phone like that. That would not be good. So if I paired my iPad with the Cena, would that cause conflict with the phone? But I'd have to, I don't leave the cellular on the iPad. It's on now, but I don't leave it on. Just when I go somewhere, I use it. I used to have separate data plans. You know, now they got this one thing where you just have this huge plan amongst your phones. Well, it's just Kelly and I now. So, but anyway, I'd have extra data cached up on the old iPad, and on a trip or whatever, I'd use up that data uploading videos and stuff through my iPad. Wow, there's not even a hint of sun out here. I mean, we are full on past sunset, but we're not though, because sunset is like 6, it should probably be about 6:17, maybe 6:15. It's 6:01 now. So there's that, you know, 10 minutes or so that it slips behind the mountains, and we lose that last bit of sunset. Let's see if we can't divert this thing a little bit here. Try to get you a little bit of sunshine in before we go. must be an avid fisherman. I see that little brown Toyota there all the time. Got a half moon out there. To wait till I can clearly see all the way around there. Look out there, rooster. Oh, that's just regular chicken. We'll scoot up and see if we can't grab. I don't think I'm going to, though. God dang, every once in a while I blip the throttle when I shift these things, and it kind of weirds them out. They don't know what to do with that. They just want you to just leave the throttle and shift. It doesn't do anything strange. It's kind of this weird little hesitation thing that it does. It's like, did you mean to shift? Because you were playing with the throttle over there. You think there'd be something written into the programming that would ignore when you did that, because who doesn't blip their throttle? But the way things are going now, you know, speed shifters and everything else, the old blipping the throttle days are probably coming to an end. We have no sunset. If it's not hitting the top of this mountain range up here ahead of me, it's not going to. Seriously? I checked last night and it was 6:18. And it was right as I took the exit here, so I thought, well, you know, as long as I get here by 6, I might have something. Wow, this is so sad. How is it 3 minutes after 6 and there's no sun left? And I think there's heavier. See, you can see like a little bit of a bright spot above the hill there. I'm just hoping. I'm just trying to think if there even is a spot like that. I don't think there is. Thinking if there's a spot back here going up Smoky Valley or something like that might have a little bit of sun. Nope, she's pretty much behind that mountain. I think I'm just racing around a fool for no reason. Well, I guess that'll make the final voyage of the Spyder a little easier to swallow. Oh, look at that military truck. Is that cool or what? That is wicked. But if there's no sunsets to catch on the way home, it's, I don't know, it's like right now it's colder than all witches behind. What is it, 64? Ooh. I was hoping I could race up and get some sunset in here, but she's done. So do you guys want to ride with me in the twilight? God almighty. It is getting cold back here. I have to lift my shield up. My shield's so dark. It feels like it's darker out here than what it really is. I'm really bummed that I forgot my iPhone. That just pisses me off. But almost everything's on my iPhone's on my iPad. But I've got my iPad's one of those old third generation ones. That thing's slower than hell. Isn't that funny that, you know, back when that third generation iPad came out, and what iPhone was that back then? I think, is that when the 4S came out? Yeah, I think it's when the 4S came out. Yeah. But it's amazing to think how fast we thought those were. You know, and for a phone or a tablet like that, them things were a rocket ship. I remember my mom, I'm sure she probably still has it somewhere, but she has a first generation iPad, And you know, I didn't quite see how I would ever use the iPads. I wasn't even, them things didn't even bounce off the radar for me, you know. I'm just like, well, it's just a big version of an iPhone, you know. I don't get it. Well, my mom got that because, you know, she wanted to get a computer, but she's not going to do anything on them. She's going to be checking Facebook and surfing the internet for things, you know. And I thought, what simpler thing? And, you know, she's never put her hands on a computer in her entire life, you know. What better thing than an iPad, you know? So, lo and behold, she shocked the hell out of me. I show up one day and she done got herself an iPad. I go, well, god damn. Look at there, mama going off and getting a computer, you know? So, anyway, I got to playing around with that thing and goofing off with it. And there was some crazy, I forget what it was. Oh, yeah, she didn't have Wi-Fi in her house. That's what it was. And I forget whatever OS, it was a pretty good update, whatever it was at the time. And so I took her iPad home. I was working at the Longview store, so she's just right up the street from me. And I took her iPad home to get it in Wi-Fi and put all the updates and stuff on it. And no, she had to have Wi-Fi. I don't remember what the deal was. There was some reason that, or maybe it was going to take too long, and she just said, take it home, bring it when it's fixed. I don't recall what it was. Yeah, obviously she had Wi-Fi, because I remember hooking all that stuff up, you know, getting it all set up with passwords and everything. But anyway, I took that thing home and played around with it for like all night, and I'm like, oh man. So she got it on sale at Target or something. The second generation iPads had just come out, or maybe they were about to come out, or whatever it was. I bought the second generation iPad, and that's when they went to the higher resolution screen. And so I bought Kelly one, and I had the iPad 2, and it was a cell-enabled one also, the Generation 2 or second generation, whatever you want to call it, and which had the same resolution as the original iPad. So I bought Kelly. She liked it so much I bought her an iPad. Well, that's when the third generation just came out. And oh man, I seen the difference in that screen, and I was like, oh no. So a friend at work bought my iPad 2 or second generation, and I went down and bought the third generation with a nice screen, and I think it was a little faster. You know, they always get faster each year. And been using the thing ever since. But she is long in the tooth now. Man, speed-wise, that thing is horrible. But my point of bringing up the speed thing is now, it's funny how fast that thing seemed. It was fantastic. And now, it's just, we don't even know what we're missing until, you know, we get the next one. It's just like my iPhone 6S Plus. I mean, that thing is just freakishly fast. I mean, there's nothing you can do to this thing to even make it hesitate for anything. It's just amazing. But, you know, 2 years from now, when look, there's a little glimpse of, there's a gap in the mountains there, but it's far enough that there's, oh, I was about to say, I see a little glimpse of sun in those trees. It's just the color of a tree. But, you know, like I say, a couple years from now, you'll look back at the 6S and go, geez, remember I thought that thing was so fast? There's no way a phone could be any faster. It's all, I mean, look at the computers in the 90s and stuff. I remember when I bought it was a 350 megahertz computer with a 4 gigabyte hard drive and 32 megabytes of RAM. And at the time when I bought that, that was unfreaking heard of. I mean, that was, I think the fastest thing you could buy at the time was a 400 megahertz. The old, what was it, Pentium 3 or something at the time? Maybe it was a Pentium 2, I have no idea. Oh man, was that computer fast. And now you literally wouldn't even wait for that thing to boot up. I still have that computer, believe it or not. She's an old clunker. But anyway, that was a boring vlog home, now wasn't it? I apologize for that. I've been crying about forgetting my iPhone. But so anyway, I'm freezing. What is it now? 60. Woo! I'm cold as hell. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go for the night. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, listening to my woes, and I appreciate you watching, and we'll chit chat with you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. We'll see you now. Bye-bye.